Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, I'm areeee and today we will be drawing Anne from Persona 5 Royale. So as you can see, I already did the sketch for this, and today we're just gonna be focusing on coloring it in. So I grabbed my sheets with all my marker swatches on it and started coloring. So the reason I really wanted to draw Anne from Persona 5 Royale is because I wanted to find a way to incorporate my number one hobby, which is drawing, with another hobby that I do a lot, and that is gaming. So lately I've been playing a lot of Persona 5, the Royale edition, and it is so much fun. The story is so cool, and just the way you can interact with the world is amazing. If you don't know Persona 5, it's a Japanese role-playing game, and the tutorial was a bit long, I can admit, but honestly it was so much fun. So yeah, I'm just really excited to explore more of that world and play a bunch more in that. Yeah, so the thing I've been struggling a bit with is, because I have so many hobbies, what do I choose to do with my time? Of course, I would love to do all of my hobbies on every day, honestly, the entire day, but I just can't. I have to make choices. And so today I chose, okay, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna draw, and let's incorporate something from my other hobby so I can kind of connect it and still be as excited about it. Because the thing is, because I'm drawing every day, drawing becomes, of course, kind of a habit. I get reminded every day, before I go to bed, oh wait, there's one more thing I need to do today. I gotta draw. So it becomes really this sometimes boring thing, oh yeah, I draw every day, so I just have to do it. But this is something I put on myself. It's not that I am forced by somebody else to draw every day. The only one who's forcing me is me. But what makes that is that playing a game or crocheting or watching a drama or anything else of my long list of hobbies seems more maybe exciting sometimes to invest more time in. Let's say I have an evening and I have 2 hours to just do something. I lately would rather just sit down and game, or sit down and crochet something, or do a movie night or something like that, because drawing has just been something I can just doing 5 minutes and be done with it, and then I have checked the box of I have drawn today. And I'm trying to change that a bit by telling myself, wait, I'm actually drawing for the purpose of creating beautiful things and having fun with colors and shapes and stuff, and just enjoying the process of it. And maybe by making myself draw every day, I've been laying too much emphasis on the fact of I need to have drawn something this day. But I think it's also important I start to focus more on the process of drawing and really putting more effort into that. Because lately, every day that I've drawn, I've made a full finished piece. But most of the pieces were done in 5 minutes or less. And yeah, so it was just a quick sketch. And I need to remind myself that I can also make a drawing and spend longer than 1 day on it. So many people do that, especially digital artists, when it's easy to pick up the drawing later, even when you're somewhere else. And of course, like oil painters. I thought about this and I was like, oh damn, if I was an oil painter, I'd have to wait. I'd have to wait before I could finish a piece. I can't just finish one oil painting in just one day. I mean, you could, but if you want to incorporate like certain techniques, you'd have to wait. And the same goes for like watercolors. I used to love watercolors so much. It was my favorite medium at the time, and that was in like 2021, so that's 4 years ago, almost 5. Damn, time is passing so fast. But I've moved on from one of the slowest like process of building up layers and colors, like so watercolor, to the fastest way of coloring things, and that's alcohol markers. And I've lost so much of my patience. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. I really need to regain some of it. Sometimes I try to push myself out of my comfort zone, but I get frustrated really easily when things don't go my way. So, yeah. And it's also been a bit hard for me lately to sit down, grab my phone camera out and sit down and be like, okay, now we're gonna film the process of what I'm making, because I'm so focused on I just need to draw something and then we're done. So it feels like something to get out of the way, and that's not really how I want to view drawing. I don't want it to be something to get out of the way. I want it to enjoy it. Like, I've been saying it so much on this channel, that I'm doing this, I'm drawing every day because I want to make art a part of my life, and I view life as how you experience it daily, and sometimes some highlights in your life also contribute to it, but a lot of what makes up your life and your experiences is just how you experience daily life. And I think it's beautiful if art can be a part of that. Always. But the way that it's a part of it now is kind of like hasted. And yeah, I was really happy to make this piece. But in this process, you can just see me coloring it in, which is honestly the easiest part, because before this I spent about like half an hour trying to get the pose right, and that confronted me with the fact that I need to learn anatomy more. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, I've made a video about a study plan to learn anatomy, but I haven't done it. Like, since then, didn't do anything. I did draw some poses, but just the term studying an art, I want to make something, you know. I want to put it to use, the things I'm learning, like, immediately. I can't really accept that I also need to just sit down, look at things and draw them without trying to make something, if you know what I mean. But I really gotta do that. I still don't know how muscles work. I still don't know how, like, the bones sit in the body. I just have a lot of knowledge from watching a lot of people draw things and hearing people talk about anatomy and drawing from references myself, but no, like, actual knowledge. So yeah, you can see, like, this is my ability. I did this without a reference, so I just looked up references from Anne from Persona 5, and the pose itself I just made up, but it was so hard. I had to use my kneaded eraser so many times, and that just taught me, like, I really need to invest some more time in this. Oh, and then also, my heart has been aching to get like back into painting again. Like the last time I painted was such a long time ago, and I didn't even finish it. I took some like reference photos for a portrait I wanted to make, and I finished it halfway, and it was turning out pretty good, but I just had to leave for something else, so I couldn't finish it, and then I never finished it. And the last time I actually made a finished painting was back in 2023, which is also a bit embarrassing. I do have canvases, I do have paint, I have all the supplies, and it was summer vacation back a while ago, but I didn't do it, even though I really want to. Yeah, maybe something I want to get back into is in high school. I had to like choose a theme for my projects. So one of the themes I chose was beauty. One other theme was like everyday life. And the last theme I chose was perceptions of reality. So those were my like 3 final themes for my high school art class. And the thing was just, okay, you make up a theme, you can just choose anything you want. You find really cool art pieces that relate to that theme, and you like write down why and what inspires you and what in art piece makes it connect to the theme. And then you yourself are going to like make up a bunch of sketches and choose one, and that's what you're going to create for your theme. So a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning from other artists and analyzing other artists' artwork, and then making something your own that has a meaning into it, but also is close to what you want to create. And I remember the themes I chose, I specifically made them very broad. So the first one was like beauty, and the second one was everyday life. And I specifically chose that so I could do anything I want. I can just draw a water bottle, and that could be something that could relate to the theme, for example, because I wanted to give myself as much freedom as I could. But I think unconsciously or subconsciously, I still gave so much like power to that theme and really put so much meaning into the pieces I made, even though I thought I tricked my school into like, haha, I picked something really broad and I can just draw anything and then give a meaning to it later. But honestly, I really put so much effort into the theme and relating to it, and like searching what other artists could do, and it gave me so much inspiration, and I feel like that was a really like high point in my art journey and myself. Like, if I could say the moments that made my art what it is right now and make my love for art grow so much, is the assignments I had in high school and how much effort and how much passion and how much energy I put into those. And then of course the fact that I started drawing every day. That's something that is a huge change, and what comes with that is starting this channel. And then also my mom used to be an art teacher, and that also inspired me to draw. But it's also just the colors that I could pick up, like cute color pencils that I picked up when I was like 2 years old and started drawing with right away. I think all of those things like contribute to what makes me and my view on art and the way I do art. I think that's what makes me me. And yeah, I'm really curious to see what else is going to contribute to like more growth in my art. But a really important step I have to take there is I have to make those moments for myself. It's not my high school that's gonna give me an assignment anymore. It's not my mom being an art teacher inspiring me to draw, and yeah, me looking up to that. And it's also not gonna be just someone else from my environment probably who's gonna say something like, oh, you should do this or you need to do that. No one is going to force me to do something but myself. But I feel like I've gotten quite a bit stuck in this one thing of drawing every day. And I don't want to give up on it. Not give up on it, because I really like doing it. But I do feel like I need to give myself something new. Something bigger. Something to work on. And yeah, I've been kind of pondering with the idea of like just picking a theme and making a big art piece out of that. Honestly, that idea sounds pretty comforting, because one, it takes me back to how it was before, and two, it's also really interesting to see how my process like changed in making a big art piece with meaning and a theme attached to it. Like to back then. I'm really curious to see what I can achieve if I give myself kind of the same assignment, but do it with all the skills and the knowledge I have now. Because, yeah, I'm really interested, because when you look back at art from your younger self, you can just see like, oh, I was trying my hardest here, but I just didn't have that feel in my hands, or the sharpness of my eye to spot what was wrong with it or how to fix it. And I've improved so much in that aspect. Like I just feel that my eye is a lot sharper with the things I am creating right now. I can also see like what's wrong. Well, not particularly wrong, but just it's kind of off. Like if I would have changed that, it would have made the piece a bit better. For example, in this piece, I can see like the hands are not quite like flowing with the drawing, and she's not holding the mask correctly. And then there are also a bit things in like foreshortening that I could have improved on if I knew how to do it, and it would have made the piece so much more dynamic. And the legs are just a bit static. Overall, there could have just been a lot of more flowiness. It's really static, and that's something I've been struggling a lot with in my poses. But I can see that with my eyes now. I probably couldn't see that when I was 10 years old, but I can see that now. The thing is, I don't yet have the ability, so I just have to practice more. And yeah, focus on what I can improve on. Then there's also something I really wanted to talk about, because I've been thinking so much about making stickers lately. Like, I just want to make stickers. Not only for the fact like, oh, like, I'm good at drawing and making stickers, and like is a really good way at expressing like your things and maybe showing them to other people. But it's also really like, I've been so much into journaling, and I just want to use my own art as stickers. So I was like, wait, I can just like make my own. Like, of course, there are so many cool sticker books out there and I'd love to buy them, but I'm also still like a broke student. But I can also make them myself. But that's another project. I'm getting ahead of myself in again. There's so many fun ideas I want to do, but so little time. I just wish there were more hours in the day to like do what I love most. And yeah, it's just I'm such a passionate person, and I have so many ideas in my head, so much inspiration, but I feel like sometimes the quickness of life and the fact that there are so many things to do drains so much energy out of me that the inspiration goes to waste in some kind of void, and hopefully comes back one day, but you never know when. And I always have to make this, I have to weigh out my decisions, like, what do I do? Do I decide to like go full in on art and just do so many projects and focus on nothing else? But then I'm also learning a language right now, like where do I find the time for that? Oh, and I also have other hobbies that I want to do. Where do I find the time to do that? And then there's the fact that you also need to exercise. Also do that. I sport a lot. And then you also need to do like your main priority, which is university. Which I sometimes wish wasn't my priority, so I could focus more on like my fun, cutesy, dilly-dallying stuff. Yeah, so that was the drawing for today. I really hope you liked it and liked watching me color it in. It was really like a short process to color it in, but that was also because I drew the sketch off camera. I really like chatting with you again today, and I hope to see you back again soon. But for now, bye bye!